Let's buy my Shein card real quick. I know I'm broke, but you never know. Buy it. Yes. Finally, I'm gonna get my clothes. Oh, insufficient funds. We've all been in this situation before, but I'm going to show you how I got hired with no experience. I mean, I had a little one. I'm not gonna lie, your CV is in the trash of a story. Ndiwa, if you know who I am, and if you don't know, hi guys, I'm Ndiwa. So today, here are 10 tips how to get a job with or with no experience. Let's start this video. So guys, we got my notes here. We got everything in the notes, and you know when the notes get pulled out is something good. Let me open it before we even start. Tip 1. I know you've heard this a lot of time, but your CV matters the most. Ever like apply for a job, say on your computer, you apply for a job and an hour later you already got rejected, is because CVs and a lot of companies use an AI called ATS. ATS is actually an AI that just scans the layout of your CV and a little bit your experience, but more the layout of the CV. And because of the layout they see, that's how they're gonna know if you're capable for the job or not. Tip 2, AI is your best friend on this. AI can help you for motivation letters, and always ask AI. That's what I always do, is send your CV and tell AI like, yeah, if you're a hiring manager for this field, let's say to work at a event, would you hire me? If no, you change your CV. You ask AI, how can I make my CV better, good, and that's how you go further. Generally, change your CV for some jobs. Let's say your CV is more about the retail, but you want to work at the restaurant. How come in your qualities you're not gonna write that you love to cook and that you can work under pressure? Like from the job that you're applying, you'll actually have to like modify your CV for it. And sometimes it's going to be a flop. Sometimes you're going to modify it for nothing, but a lot of times it will work. Tip 3, go to the spaces and hand out your CV. I know you might have been like, yeah, I'm getting humiliated when I do that. It might feel like a humiliation ritual, but it doesn't feel like a humiliation ritual when you get that job. And a lot of time they told me, yeah, we'll call you back in 2 weeks. I've never heard anything. It has literally been crickets for me. I just go and drop out your CV, but the thing is, like, a lot of people make mistake of like dropping your CV in stores or whatever. And stores, it can always work, but CVs, the place that you drop it is in coffee shops, restaurants, and supermarkets. Now we're gonna go to tip 4. Call the jobs. I know some people have anxiety of calling and whatever, but call the jobs. Because me, like, okay, it doesn't really guarantee that they're gonna hire you, but it gives you a upskill, like a little upskill. Tip 5 is, or 6, 7. And what application would you apply for? The one that was 2 weeks ago, the ones that was 6 months ago, or 4 months ago? I'll give you guys the time to. You ready? Yes, the 2 weeks ago. When you go on these job websites, etc., always go for the earliest, because there's a big chance that you are the first one, and you're the first one that they're actually gonna call and send a message to for an interview. That was like 6 months ago. That like 150 people applied for. Then an application that was sent an hour ago. Tip 6, for the people with no experience, find experiences with little things. What I mean by that is the things that you've done. Let's say you helped your grandma in a bake sale, you helped her. That's an experience you can put on your CV. Me, for example, I did reception at my school for an info day. So I went with everybody, let people, etc. I did that, and that's literally an experience that I can put on my CV. Those little things, even in your parents, working at your parents' shops or whatever, those little things count as experiences. Like everything counts, because why do jobs want to hire people with experience when you don't even give people the chance with no experience? How would they get the experience? That's the real question. Tip 7, a real one, don't beg for it. It's the same thing. If you're in a relationship and the guy is always begging for you, you're literally going to be turned off. you're going to be turned off. That's the same thing as a job. Like, don't do the same mistake as me. I was applying, and studying at the same time. Like, at my breaks, in the place of really having a real break, I was going and applying for jobs. I was generally getting obsessed. And it will come. Just have faith that it will come, but it will come and not care and not beg for it. That like actually got me a job or multiple job offers. Tip 8, via. A lot of my friends, a lot of people that I'm close with, they've gotten a job because via, because her sister worked at there. Then, they got connected. Your mom works at a car company, and then she puts you on as a student. Like via, ask your parents, ask your friends, ask your cousins, your uncles, your aunts. Via works. Me personally, tip 9. This is the biggest tip. Like, this is the biggest tip. So I would say, like, really take a book and take notes. The timeline matters. Be applying for jobs at like random time. The job market has a timeline. Let me put this down even. Whatever. If you're looking for a job in the summer, you need to apply from May to June. Even June, even early July, you can still have the chance, if people still need some extra employees. But I would say from May to June for a job in the summer. If you need a job in September, new era, whatever, then you'll need to start searching in the summer, but more in August. You need to really be active in August for a job in September. If you need a job in December, you need to be searching from October, November for a job in December. Even, and last but not least, don't be picky, because I've seen that a lot of people have been picky with the jobs that they want and that they don't want. And I'm not saying like you need to accept every single job. I'm not saying that at all, but I am saying that you have to have jobs that are a no-go. Let's say you're not gonna do cleaning jobs because you don't like to clean. You're not gonna work at a restaurant because it's a stress. You can have those no-goes, but being picky, the job market is tough enough. You can't be picky about everything. I'm not even gonna lie. And don't apply just one time. Bonus tip. Don't apply just because a lot of people be doing that. Don't be applying just one time and then like giving up because you got one rejection. Do you want to know how much rejections I got? Like I hope you guys don't want to see it. Like, those are the rejections that I've got. Like, I've got maybe 50 rejections, but like a rejection is sometimes a redirection. Like, sometimes you will find a better, sometimes you will get rejected for a job, and then like somebody else says, yeah, I work there, worst job ever. I've had that a lot of times. Like, that job I applied for, they didn't get me. I was like, oh, that's sad, they didn't get me. But then I see a friend of mine that's working there, or somebody I know that's working there, and then they're just like, yeah, no worst job ever. Like, you always go to different job websites, different job. Just don't be stuck on Indeed, because everybody's TikTok on Indeed is, you can find a job on Indeed. You can find a job on Indeed. Go to job agencies. Me personally, I have not yet found any job through a job agency. They've always told me like, yeah, they're actually free. Like, let me send everything to the hiring manager, and then they'll let me know. They never let me know. But I find it better because when you work in an agency, you don't really have all the perks of a normal worker there. But yeah, guys, bye.